garden number 2. Hey y'all.
Howdy.
We're in the garden.
Yes.
Finally.
We've been weeding, we've been stacking up mulch piles. We're getting ready to do cucumbers a really cool way. Or what I think is cool.
Yeah.
We've never done it this way. So we have our cattle panels that we normally use for, you know, trellising tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. But we're taking 2 of them and leaning them into each other at the top to make a teepee. And Jacob is gonna zip tie them together. Turn your zip tie over. You're putting it back. There you go.
We made a bamboo teepee years ago.
Yep, we did. And I've made wooden teepees. All right, skip 2 and do 1, Jakey.
Okay.
I think you got your zip tie backwards again.
Garden beds over here are full of thistles.
We can grow some thistles, y'all.
Yeah, we're good thistle growers.
We got to deal with those
I need
too.
to look up medicinal benefits of thistles.
Yeah, we'll deal with those, but not today.
Yeah.
I like this idea. What we can do, this allows the cucumbers to be, their roots to be farther apart at the bottom, and they can still grow up the trellis really cool. And I think it's going to look interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll
Little cucumber tents.
Yep, it'll be cool. I have quite a few cucumbers started, so.
That's great.
Yep, you're good.
And then
Some of the kids are weeding. Did you show them the kids weeding?
Oh no, they're working hard over here. Lydia.
So we haven't done anything in here this year.
No, nothing.
And this is all the weeds that there are.
It's not bad at all. And they come up so easy because the mulch
Has softened the soil.
The mulch has softened the soil. It's like, I mean, this soil is pretty much perfect. So that's really awesome. We have a handful of tomatoes that we are actually going to put into pots because we have, most of them are cherry tomatoes. So we're gonna put them in 1-gallon pots and grow them out at the house. And I think we have 3 bigger tomatoes and we're gonna get some 5-gallon buckets. Just because it's nice to have tomatoes right out your front door. So we're gonna do those in pots. I'm gonna do a couple of melons down there so they won't cross-pollinate. And then everything else is gonna go in the ground up here.
I wish we could like this.
Look.
Oh, you found a
potato plant.
That's a tiny potato. That's funny. Little bitty potato plant.
It just needs 2 more for right now, Hopi.
We're going to direct sow our green beans.
Yep.
So we'll do a couple of rows of green beans probably.
We got some lima beans too, don't we?
I found some lima beans that didn't do well last year that I'm going to try again this year. So we're just up here having a garden day. They tried to convince me that it was warm, and I started out with shorts and a sleeveless shirt, and I walked outside and I was like, oh no. No.
It's very nice today.
It's really
sweating,
nice
but
weather.
It doesn't mean it's hot.
No. And I like this temperature because I would much rather be this temperature than be overheated. So
Yes.
I put on a long sleeve t-shirt and pants, so I'm comfy. I hope he's still sporting her
I
overalls.
can stand up in it, Mommy.
Hope he's
Look
tough.
at you.
Hey, Jacob.
They're going to be my
Pull those
cucumber
few
pickers,
weeds
so I'll have
that
to
are
go
in
up
there.
in there and pick
Okay.
cucumbers
I
for
need
me when they're ready.
gloves.
No, you
All right,
get down
well,
in the ground.
y'all work on the next one, and
Yeah.
then we'll get to planting. Yay!
Yay. All right, I had one more thought about how to make this a little more secure. I'm kind of worried about the bottom of the teepee collapsing out and falling. So to keep that from happening, I'm gonna put a T-post right down in the center of it. Is that gonna be too long to drive it, buddy? Okay, so the T-post driver is not gonna work, but Jack's gonna go get a mini sledge to drive these in. I just wanna get them down to where it won't allow this to fall. So that's all we're gonna do to shore these up. And then we can start planting cucumbers. All right, so we got these driven in the ground, and now I'm just gonna zip tie the panels to them just like that. And now these cannot fall.
Hopefully.
This is gonna be cool.
It is. I'm excited.
I am too.
Did you make this up?
I'm gonna get my cucumbers. I guess we can start planting cucumbers.
Yeah, we can.
I have mostly pickling cucumbers. So I have homemade pickles and national pickling. Those were our 2 favorites last year. So we're doing more of those. And then I can't remember what else I have. I think I did lemon cucumbers. I think I have a couple of the Be It Alpha cucumbers. And I don't really remember if I did anything else. I'll have to read the labels and hopefully they're still legible. But I'm gonna get started planting these. These things are ready to go in the ground.
Definitely.
They've been rained on and overwatered and dried out. They've had a rough life,
They
but
went through the gamut.
they should be really hardy plants. So if they've survived to this point, then I think that they're gonna do really well.
Yeah.
There's my other tray. All right, let's get going. We had 54 cucumbers. How many? 55 cucumbers in the ground. That's a lot. Now we have 28 okra we're gonna put in. I have a tray here. We got some Clemson spineless, something called heavy hitter, and then red burgundy. We're gonna put those in the ground, and Derek is working on making a somewhat straight line.
That's not gonna work.
Your line's all crooked. So normally we pull a string and a tape and all that, but all that's in the truck, and Jack took the truck to go run an errand. So maybe when he gets back we can do a better job. We got way off kilter there, but that's all right. So we're gonna do okra, then we're gonna do a row of peppers, and I have a lot more peppers than I thought I did, which is good. I have a lot of pepper plants. We're gonna do peppers, and then we're gonna plant green beans at some point somewhere, and we're gonna plant out some melons, and then direct sow some squash and some winter squash and maybe some pumpkins, and I don't know. We pulled these sad looking things out of the compost pile because we are going to put some compost in some pots to do some tomatoes and some flowers and things. So we went ahead, and that was growing out of our compost, and we were not sure. There's some kind of squash, and we were like, well, we'll give them a chance to live. So we just brought them up and stuck them in the garden in the ground, and if they come back and live, great, and if they don't, well, he was going to stir the compost and they were going to die anyway. So they weren't going to live either way. So this gives them at least a chance, and then we can see what they are. But we're going to get to planting some more things. I'm obviously sitting down and taking a break, and it did get warmer out here, so I'm back to the tank top because Mama got hot. We got the okra in. By we, I mean mostly Kylie. She planted them. Now we're working on peppers, so I think we're going to start with like bell peppers and sweet peppers. And then I don't have anything really hot. I think I have a couple Anaheim chilies, but they're not super hot. So we didn't do any real hot peppers this year, but we're just going to go ahead and put them in. I think we're going to have 2.5 rows worth of peppers. I was trying to be more conservative this year, and I think I actually have more pepper plants than I did last year. that's okay, because you can never have too much food, right? That's the way I look at it. If you have more than you can use, then there's always somebody that can use it, that if you can. It's been a long day. We are all hot and a little sunburned. We put up the shade canopy because the sun came out and started getting us cooking. I'm gonna be burned. So we've planted all of the peppers, all the okra, all the cucumbers out, and now we're working on our watermelons and pear melon, whatever, it's some kind of muskmelon. So they're digging holes over there to put them in, and we're making labels so each individual plant is labeled so we don't get confused with what we have. And then I think after we get these watermelons in, we are going to call it quits for the day. Derek is watering everything in right now. I filled the water tank up and brought it up. So we are just going to keep working. We probably have, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour left of work. And it's getting late and we're getting hungry, so we gotta fix dinner and all of the good things. But we're just gonna keep on keeping on and get this done.
It was a long day.
Very long day, but very productive.
Very productive. We got a lot done.
Lots of watermelon, and I'm so excited about melons and all the other things we've already told you about. Emma potted up the tomatoes that we're going to take down to the house. She found a couple of what we think are dahlia tubers that survived the winter that she dug and planted over here. And we didn't get any flowers started. They had wanted to plant flowers, but we didn't get to that today. That will be another day.
The food was more important.
Yeah, we got to get some dinner because we're starving. So
yeah.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us in the garden number 2.
Yep.
We appreciate y'all. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. Give us a thumbs up so YouTube will know that you're enjoying this, and comment below. Let us know what you're growing, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
See y'all later.